how the unseen forces orchestrate the multiverse and what is their ultimate goal for these three characters.
You're watching the Spotlight Network, starring Hollywood's newsman, Logan Crawford.
They now believe a single member.
He works with TV and film legends. And now, Logan's shining the spotlight on the world's top emerging authors and creators.
International were abducted.
This is Spotlight with Logan Crawford, streaming on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV.
I'm Logan Crawford, and right now we're diving into a mystical quest across the multiverse with an amazing author. His name is Kyle Young, and he has penned a gripping fantasy novel called Paradox, the Traveler. The story fuses together destinies of three extraordinary characters: Noah, the traveler seeking magical elements through time; Joshua, a lethal assassin from the future; and Edward, a man transformed into a powerful yet alien dragon. The intertwining fates of these three navigate complex trials of magic, betrayal, and redemption in a universe orchestrated by unseen forces. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today. We thank the team at Prime 7 Media for helping us put him on TV today, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing and powerful work. The links are below this interview. Kyle, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you for having me.
It's a true pleasure to have you on the show. Talk to us about why you chose to tell a story going from kingdoms in Camelot to the far future and other worlds.
I love the idea of playing. When me and my friends played video games, we would jump from game to game, from world to world, and we would laugh along, having inside jokes from each game. So I love the idea of a story taking place in multiple places, crossing the multiple eras, and seeing how different time periods affected different people.
Absolutely. Keeps it interesting, keeps the reader engaged. I think it's a terrific technique. Now, this story has one of your main characters, Noah, always running out of time. Why did you choose to focus on that?
I think as we get older, we always feel like we're running out of time. We're always prioritizing certain things in life, and to have a character literally see a time clock on his hand, I think is quite interesting because how do you spend that time? Do you spend it trying to break it, or do you enjoy the time that you have with the people you love?
Exactly, exactly. Time is a precious commodity. We all have a limited amount of it. Some know how much they have, others don't. But it's a great storytelling technique, no doubt. Tell us a little bit about the inspiration for the story. How did you come up with the idea?
I I think it was several different ideas. I always liked the idea of this multiverse of these people and the magic system. I always had that. But when I was playing games with my friends, it kind of came into focus of like, what if you had this dude who was running out of time? What if he picked up these different characters? How would that interaction work? And what would their stories be? I
Mhm.
think it was just a series of different little things that came together to make this interesting book.
Yeah, it is an interesting book. It's an intriguing book. Now, part of the interest is the characters all weaving together their own stories into a larger story. Any concern that you feel that the reader might get confused at all?
I think they might, but I have timestamped everything, so
Mm.
everything is very clear and it's written. It's every moment there is a new timestamp, new location to refresh the reader and going, this is where we are. This is now. We are here. We are there. We are. This is where we are.
Yeah. I don't think they'll get confused either. I wasn't confused when reading it, that's for sure. Are there plans to make more? Is this going to be part of a series or something?
Yes, yeah. I'm working on the next one now. Um, that's going quite well. I'm halfway through it.
Great, great. And where do you see that story going? Where do you see that taking readers?
We are going forward with some characters, and some characters we're jumping back. So we're seeing a younger version of them. We are diving deeper into how we got to that location because we start off with Noah on the run already, and we kind of tell the story on how he got there.
Hmm.
So that's where we're going. We're going to see how all the puzzle pieces get put into place.
Wonderful. Have you envisioned these books as films, perhaps, movies, or a TV show?
I think they would make an excellent TV series because each chapter tells a really grand and unique story to that world. So I think that would easily transfer into a TV show. Each
Yeah.
chapter could be an episode of a show.
Absolutely. Got great characters, great locales, great settings, great intrigue, great drama. I think it'd be a terrific TV series. So, Hollywood, if you're listening, here are two stories that are ready to go, perhaps even more, which is great. Talk
Yeah.
to us a little bit about the magical elements that Noah is seeking.
So the magical elements are the fundamentals of this reality. This reality was born out of the life, death, soul, time, and reality element. The
Mhm.
universe was literally made by them. So they are fundamental things of this universe. And when you grab all of them, you can do anything. So
Yeah.
that's what he's trying to do. He is trying to seek these elements to do something.
Why did you choose the name Paradox for the series?
Time travel. I love a good time paradox, and the idea of a paradox is just something that is true and also false. So
Mm.
the bootstrap paradox, which is very much the one where I go back in time and tell my grandfather's story, and then he tells it to me, so the story never really came from anywhere. I think
Mm.
that as a intriguing premise of a time loop that always loops.
Absolutely. Talk to us a little bit about how the unseen forces orchestrate the multiverse and what is their ultimate goal for these three characters.
They all playing part in a destiny, and that destiny is getting played out. They are pushing certain pieces together to unfold the universe in the way that they want it to unfold. They're trying to free a character called Parallax, who is a very dangerous person who can just control everything.
Betrayal is part of the story too. Tell us about that aspect.
I think in life we all betray someone, meaningful or unmeaningful. I think the betrayal in the story is very much you see these characters and their trust just gets broken. They go, "How can I trust you? I can't trust you anymore.
Mm.
I don't know how I can move forward with what you've done and how far you're willing to go for your goal."
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think time travel is possible? Do you think one day it will be possible?
I think I can't remember who said it. They said it perfectly. I think if time travel does exist, it will be very much a highway.
Mm.
When we invent it, we will only be able to travel back to that moment. We won't be able to go back any further.
Yeah,
And we'll start building the highway where we can time travel.
yeah. Very, very interesting. What are your influences? Other books, other movies, other TV shows? Talk to us a little bit about your creative influences.
I love the Avengers, the
Mhm.
team up. I love the idea of these characters coming from very different places, teaming up to do something. I think the different place settings, so the different chapters, each have a different influence. I think the first two chapters are very like Game of Thrones, political intrigue, that sort of thing. And then the chapter three and four are very much futuristic. They are more can't think of any shows. They're more based in the societal of if we jumped into the future, what would that be like? And
Yeah.
then the last two are very like Doctor Who-y in the sense of we're going to a different location. There is a problem here. We're trying to solve the problem.
Wonderful. What do you hope readers take away from the book when they close that last page and get ready to read the next book and then the next book and then the next book? What do you hope they're feeling? What do you hope they're learning about themselves, about their universe, about their existence, about their
I
destiny?
hope I hope people read it and they learn to cherish each other. I think we take the people around us for granted all the time. I think we also pretty happy to say, oh, it was better over there, or time was easier there. And it's like, well, no, each time period has its different issues, and each moment, someone is always struggling with something. You are not alone in your struggle, but don't forget that, don't make the past better than it actually was. Back then, there were issues.
Exactly. Everybody seems to put on rose-colored glasses when it comes to looking into
Yes.
the rear view mirror. And, it's a bit of nostalgia. You think back at high school, you think back at whatever period in your life that you long for, and it seemed like it was all wonderful back then. But if you weren't back to live it, if you could time travel, it's probably not as wonderful as you remember. But that's the good things
No.
about memories is we tend to focus on the good, not the bad. When in life, in the day to day, sometimes we focus on the bad too much. Well, this book is a great escape. It is a wonderful read. It'll transport you to different times, different eras, different characters to explore, and you will just love it. The name of the book is Paradox the Traveler. It's part of a series. It is a thrilling fantasy novel written by Kyle Young that weaves a complex tale of time travel, magic, and destiny involving a traveler, an assassin from the future, and a man turned into a dragon. Kyle, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate your time, your insight, and the great talent that you expended on these books. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time.